It's the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On 1st and 10, Lacey got his man complete over the middle. That's Crawford. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw. Prescott. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. From the gun, Lacey. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8-yard gain.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
2nd and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
What you talking about, Ref?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Lacey gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lacey, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott and Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets... It inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Dallas.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're finally, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
New York ready to go again offensively. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lacey, and he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lacey. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down. And
well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lacey. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Lacey finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Giants.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He got 29 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there. With you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try again with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, we're moving and grooving for a while. but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out come the Giants. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, Lacey. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Lacey. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To number 83.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott, the quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's complete to Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Lacey. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Lacey. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Sets up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
2-yard line.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A first down throw for Prescott, and he fires one incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Complete to number 19.
Amari Cooper, 84 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Complete to number 25.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big...
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
36 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well, no matter...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He'll look downfield for Waller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let him get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He's got his tight end fan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, so now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Prescott. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back